Hello, welcome back to the Blissful Heart channel. I am Desiree Lee, here to give you your weekly bliss fix, specifically for twin flames for the week of November 29th to December 6, 2016. Hello, here I am. Welcome back to the new earth, the new world. You know, we're still in a period of transition. There's still a lot of things shifting and kind of settling in, and there's a lot of stuff taking place, yeah. I definitely had this huge break with my twin and open lines of communication. It was monumental, like friggin' awesome. And I actually, with my psychic eye, I actually saw the emergence of the 5D self with the 3D self of my twin. It was like, whoa. I saw it. It was crazy. And then like communication shifted. Everything shifted. And you know, I'm going to get into this. All right. I know that some of you are still in a space of like, I didn't get that, what the fuck? And I talked to Spirit about it, you know, because I want to communicate to all of you. And I've always said that this is for people in my wave. And I've also always been talking about this idea of a big wave coming in and crashing and there being ripples. And so for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I want to say 3, maybe even 4 weeks, I've been talking about these ripples, right? And so the ripples are like basically wave 2 and 3. I don't have a lot of clarity on wave 3 right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I've got. So wave 1, my wave that just had that break in communication with their twin, balance and stability is our goal. Okay, there's a huge shift in balancing these new emotions of communication with real life, and skills into action. So taking our skills and putting them into action. A final sweep of fears, which I had a big one today. I was like, well, you're still there. And I had a big conversation with an older former self, and you know, really consoled her and hugged her and loved her and listened to her, and it was beautiful. And then relationship harmony, so finding stability in the new lines of communication. Okay, wave 2 is in a state of anticipation still, and they need more love, more clearing. And I know you're like, I have so much love, but this is not love of your twin, not love of God, love of yourself. Okay, generosity of spirit, like staying in that space of being present and being here to be of service. And again, unconditional love of self. Like wave 2, you're still in no lines of communication with your twin. And I have a hit for December 21st as being another energy portal. And so there is this need of self-love still. There's still some clearing of self. And your twin is awakened, yet they are still in silence. Okay, so they're waiting on you, really. And Spirit was like, just keep walking forward and clear the path. Make room for the union. Now, wave 3 is the one that I'm a little unclear on still. Spirit told me that it is a matter of desire versus destiny, okay? So, like, while you may want things to unroll a certain way, there is destiny taking place, and you have to trust in destiny. So you have an elongated wait. The people in wave 3 are still people that haven't been doing the work, that have just been riding along the curtails of us and kind of been like hoping for the best but not doing the work. And so you still have a lot more clearing to do. For those people, I'd be like, go back and like 6-7 weeks, whatever. I don't even remember when the first twin flame video was that I did, but watch those ones from beginning to end and do the work that I talk about in each one. You know, like do them, take time with each one. And it's all about patience and realization that there's no such thing as control. Okay, so those are the things that I wanted to get out right off the bat. There's like classes of these waves. So from what I understand so far, wave 1 is light workers that are here to help heal people. Wave 2 is light workers that are here to help heal the planet. More specifically, I mean, obviously these all interact. And then wave 3, the final wave is what Spirit was telling me, or more like gatekeepers and like holders of energy portals. And so that's why you're kind of waiting for union, because you're still like, you're holding energy portals open, as well as like having to do clearing. Okay, So I wanted to get that out right away. That was like what Spirit wanted me to say right in the beginning of the video. Now, before I get into the reading, I want to talk about some other things. First of all, I want to thank each of you that donated to me, like really like brought me to my knees. Like I was crying, like so much kindness, so much generosity. I can't thank you enough from the depths of my soul. It really was enormous for me. It made me feel really appreciated. And so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to those that ordered oracle readings. I got a massive amount of readings all at once, and it just like, it was too much. Like I was like, oops, I need to figure out how to organize this. So I've been spending time organizing while it's not launched on my website just yet. I have a video that I recorded that explains all the readings and what they entail. So if you're thinking you want to do a reading with me, please watch that video. And I'm also setting up like a calendar system. So like when you order a reading, the date that you order it, you'll receive your recording within 2 weeks after that. 1 to 2 weeks, okay? Let's see. Always read the description box below because sometimes after I record these readings, I get more clarity and I add more information in the description box below, as well as information on how to do the Instagram challenge. That being said, because of the influx of paid readings I got, I am putting the win for the Instagram reading, the free reading, on hold until I catch up. And so next week I should be caught up, and I will be launching that Instagram free reading again, and it'll probably be more like monthly. I do that because I do the free reading because I love you guys and I really want to like inspire you to do your light work. There's like 2 reasons, right? I want to do it because I want to help people that can't afford a reading, and I also want to inspire everybody to like do their light work and get interactive with the world and with me. And so anyway, the Instagram challenge or the Instagram game win, whatever it is on hold for a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so we've got that new moon on Tuesday, November 30th, new moon in Sagittarius, and it's talking about like a cycle of awakening, new beginnings, right? And it's asking us to like be present with where we are. I just finished doing the energy read recording, and like I said all the time, like I say every time, please watch both. Now, I know that all of you aren't, because in terms of the views on the energy read and the twin flame read, it's not the same. So, it's important to do the energy reading too, because that is part of you and doing your work. It takes you out of the twin flame experience and takes you into yourself. And that's where I want you to be. Okay. So all that being said, again, I'm doing like this whole new wing it reading. And I do want to address wave 1 and wave 2. I'm not going to address wave 3, because that one is not super clear in terms of when the union's going to come. And, I'm just going to keep it with the two waves. And I'm not quite sure how that's going to roll out, but we'll see. So let's take a look at the numerology card, for twin flames. Just a numerology card for all twin flames. We're not designating waves at this point. We just want to see what the overall numerology card for the twin flame experience is. Card number 9, completion. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now that does say wave 1 to me. Like that's totally wave 1. Like we're in a state of completion. And I can tell you that like, and this is what I started with in terms of like what wave 1 is working on. I'm trying to get my notes open here. Balance and stability. Like we have completed a circuit. And you know what Spirit's also telling me right now is that we have also completed the light transformation of the planet. That being said, please send out a prayer and a blessing to the people of Standing Rock. Let's wish for a peaceful resolve. But right now, let's just awake that prayer. Take that breath. Inhale. Exhale. And I want you to envision yourself like a Care Bear, sending love and light to the people of Standing Rock. May it be blessed. May it be filled with love and light. May there please be a peaceful resolve quickly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. Blessed be. With these things, with these occurrences that go on the planet, it is incredibly important for you not to focus on the negative, okay? And this is the same thing with politics and anything else. Like, I see people posting all the crap. Like, don't post crap. Post love. Post hope. Address the crap, talk about it, but don't propagate it. Like, that is not helping anybody. Okay, so while you may think that you're helping people by talking about all the hate and the wrong in the world, that does not help. Okay, what you do address is like, look at this tremendous opportunity for us to be light workers and to send out love and hope and to pray. Let's pray, you know? Like, I want everyone to do that in their news feed, okay? Like, be a part of the solution and not the problem, please. Sometimes Spirit communicates with me through tough love. I'm just like, this is the tough love. And this happens with my oracle readings. Sometimes I'm like more nurturing mama bear. And other times I'm like Papa Bear, like, get your shit together, like, stop fucking around. And you know, it's like, this is the whole twin flame experience, right? We are learning how we need to learn. It is all divinely planned. It is perfect. It is beautiful. It is exactly how it's supposed to be. Don't question it, even if you're in a space of doubt. All right. So let's see what the book has to say about completion. It indicates a time of necessary endings and completion in preparation for new beginnings. Word. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to let go of the old and to make way for the new. This may relate to a particular mindset, behavior, friendship, job, residence, or relationship you have outgrown, or it could indicate the completion of a karmic lesson, period of study, or contractual obligation. Either way, this card serves as confirmation that you must move forward with confidence and courage toward bigger and better things. Have no fear of the unknown, for you are being divinely accompanied and guided. This card serves as confirmation that you are definitely on the right path. So surrender yourself to the changes that are occurring, and you'll be led to where you need to be. Spend quiet time alone to connect with your inner guidance, for in the silence you will be given the next logical step to take. Affirmation: it is safe to surrender to the magical future that awaits me. I got chills. That's a good one. And I heard, while I was reading that, I heard how that card applies to wave 1 and wave 2. That applies to both of us, okay? There is this cycle ending. We got this new moon energy. It's a new beginning, and it's the tail end of the year. This is our last month of 2016. Like, let's set some hopes high. Let's be ready for this change. Let's be open to surrendering into the divine purpose of whatever God's love is providing us right now. Okay, so the angel cards. Let's take a look at 2 angel cards. Ooh. Please don't do that. Not yet. Sometimes these cards just get overexcited. All right, so we're going to pull an angel card for wave. No, Spirit wants me to do 2 angel cards for both waves. I was going to do separate ones, but no. Okay, so waves. No. Twins. Yes. Karma releasing. This guy is persistent, isn't he? Remember, we learned that not only is he karmic releasing, but he's an alchemist. He's a manifester. He creates. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. And what else do the angels have to say to us about this twin flame experience? Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed because I'm getting hits for twins, twin masculine, twin feminine, or spiritual warrior 1, spiritual warrior 2, and wave 1 and wave 2. Okay, so let's just generalize it out, okay? Karma's releasing for everybody. I had a big karmic release earlier today where I was just like, well, look at that. There's still some fear in there. Who knew? You know, we're always healing. There's always more. There's always more room for growth, right? We're never ever going to be in a space of never needing to learn more or grow more. And then we have this ascension process. It's still happening. And that's what I was saying. You know, just straight up, like, if you've been doing the work on yourself, and I'm talking about like years of like self-development work, meditation, yoga, healing, like if you've been in that space of healing yourself, like you acclimate to these new energies much, much quicker. Okay. Now, if you just got on board this last year or two, like, you know, I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it was designed for you. That's the purpose. Don't judge yourself for it. It's the way it's going, and you still have some more work to do. It's okay. It's okay. But we are still being ascended. We are still having angels help us release. We are being encouraged to manifest our desires and to stay in that path of action. And again, stay out of obsession with the twin, okay? Like, you gotta, like, in this, and I'm just saying, even in those of you in my way that are in this communication, good God, like, the obsession is not there. but boy, is the joy there. And it's still difficult to like balance the joy of open lines of communication and planning for the future and having that beautiful experience and being like, no, wait, I'm here to serve God. I have other things that I need to do. How do I balance this out? You know? So we're all still working on ourselves. There's always more development. Okay. All right. So Journey of Love cards. Journey of Love cards, pulling 3 cards for the Twin Flame experience, November 29th to December 6th. 3 cards of Journey of Love, November 29th to November 26th, Twin Flames. Sacred Convergence. Wow. So many chills. Wow. This is like all of the spiritual guides, all of the angels, all of the light workers, all of the people that are here to heal the planet gathering. We are in, and I've noticed this, that we're starting to connect more and more with people in our energy frequency, right? We're starting to find our tribe. What else? Simplicity, card number 4, another chill. Keep it simple, you guys. You know, it can be overwhelming to look at all the different things that are happening. And, you know, these readings definitely can be overwhelming. And Spirit's just like, stay present, be here now. What can you do right now to make your life easier? What can you do right now to be in love with God and yourself? Spirit's just like, keep telling them about themselves. Please watch the energy read. I say it all the time because I talk a little bit more specifically about that. Okay, and another card for the Twin Flames, November 29th to December 6th, Burning Hero. We are all burning heroes. We are all rising up. And our twins, ourselves, all of us are heroes. We're here to help heal the planet. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do a quick poll for wave 1, and we're going to do a quick poll for wave 2. And I'm doing them both, all right? So wave 1, balance and stability, open lines of communication with twin. Wave 1, people in my wave, the current wave. With me, what are the cards? Oh, and by the way, I've switched this up to the Psychic Tarot Oracle, same by John Holland, but just not the Oracle of the Heart. Good Lord. Cards are excited, you guys. When the cards get excited, I get excited because I'm like, wow, there's like a big message, yeah? Okay, Twin Flames, wave 1. What do you have to say? Patience, card number 14. Prosperity begins, card number 1. Movement, choices, and decisions, card number 2. And stand your ground, card number 7. Guess what? This is wave 2. I know it. This is wave 2. Spirit clearly wanted me to talk to wave 2 first. I can see why. Yeah. You know, wave 2, please don't feel like jealous or envious of wave 1. I can imagine how difficult it must be for you to still be in a space of silence. And, you know, I give you my sincerest, heartfelt apologies for that because, you know, I don't want you to feel any kind of envy or jealousy towards wave 1 right now. You know, I kind of feel like, you know, the longer the wait, the bigger and better the prize. And that's not to say that my prize doesn't feel amazing, but, you know, it's like the people that live next door to their twin. I kind of feel like you're blessed and you're cursed at the same time. You know, it's complicated, right? So wave 1's being asked to practice patience. There's definitely prosperity that's either currently happening or is going to happen. There's some decisions that are going to come up, and you need to stand your ground and be firm in your convictions. Okay, so wave 1. Okay, I'm sorry if I said wave 1. That was wave 2. Wave 1, cards for wave 1. We have, yes, 3 cards all at once. We have card 8, accelerated motion. Feeling that. We have card 1, passion ignited. We have card 7, deception and envy. This came up for me today. And one more card for wave 1, wisdom, card 5. Wow, you can see the difference between the waves for sure, right? Okay, so Let's pull a Rumi card for, gosh, they're just such long reads. I'm going to see if I can get away with doing one card, and then we'll see if I have to do two. But Rumi card, Twin Flames, the right choice, 29, wave 1. Sorry, wave 2. And the Rumi card for wave 1 is Rumi, Brother Rumi, wave 1. Layla, 34. Wow, that's beautiful. Again, these cards are totally unfamiliar to me. I don't like sit here and study them after I do the recording. So I just am going to read from the book with those. But I'm going to sit for a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, so I sat with the cards and I got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to try to breeze through this nice and quick, okay? Because I'm addressing two waves, it just makes it a little bit more complicated. Okay, so these first set of cards, the numerology and the angel cards, I really already covered that, but I'm just going to touch on it real quick. We've got this sense of completion, right? Everybody, wave 1, wave 2, there is a completion taking place, all right? And this completion is the end of the old and the movement into the new. This is this new moon in Sagittarius, so we're not focused on everything that has happened. We're in this present moment right now with our feelings and with our mission and what it is we're supposed to do. And yes, for wave 1, it is also about how to balance this new communication lines with the twin. And then for wave 2, you're still moving forward, okay? Something has ended. And you have to trust that your twin is awakened, okay? Because they are. Spirit confirmed that for me. They are awakened, okay? Just because they haven't reached out to you yet does not mean that they're not awakened. They are awakened. But, again, this is all still about clearing. The longer your twin is out of communication means the more you have to clear. And I know that's hard to understand because I already know that some of you appear to have cleared everything. But when you go down in a funk, how long are you there for? How angry do you get? What words do you say? Because that is a sign of not really being clear yet. I mean, yes, you might have those moments of getting out of it. This is one of the things that I've talked about, and I'm just being told to tell you this right now, is I've said this again and again and again. It's important to sit with those fears. Don't just step into the law of attraction and be like, all is good, life is beautiful, I'm just going to ignore that hurt, and it's going to go away. Nope, it's still there. You've got to connect with it. You got to sit with it. You got to get pissed. You got to cry. You got to experience it. And then you can forgive it. Then you can release it. Then you can see how it helped you grow, okay? Because if you just brush things under the rug, guess what? They're still under the rug. So remember that. All right. We still have karma releasing. I had a big karmic release today, and we're still being ascended. Everybody's being ascended. Us, our twins, all of us, all the waves, all the planet, all the people, everybody's being lifted up. Okay. So it's happening. Sacred convergence. Not only is all the spiritual healing helpers, everybody at the light is converging. We're creating community on a 5D energetic plane. Huge sense of community. I see us all in a giant ballroom dancing around with light everywhere. It's beautiful. We're celebrating, okay? But there's also still this emergence of yourself with you and your 5D self, of you learning how to acclimate to this new energy. And Spirit's keep it simple. You know what? Everything needs to simmer in a pot for a little bit. And if your rewards haven't been reaped yet, they are coming. That is what Spirit's saying. The rewards are coming, and you just have to know that for certain, okay? And today I was hit with such an enormous amount of doubt. And I was like, what is this feeling? It sucks. And when I dug deeper, I saw that it was, me after my last big heartbreak, feeling fear about trusting and love again. Okay. So even though I thought I had cleared it, it was still there. So my point is that those things will still come up, and there's still room to clear. And then we're moving into the space of being the burning hero, of being the person that is here to save the planet and to find joy in this life, and to be in a space of love and trust, whether or not you're in communication with your twin. And like I said, I feel for those of you that are in wave 2 right now. I really do. But I can tell you that after being awakened over 10 years ago now, or approximately 10 years ago, that this 10-year period has been incredibly painful for me. And I've done a lot of work on myself. 10 years, okay? So if you've been waiting 6 months, boo-hoo, like go cry somewhere else. Not that I'm like trying to be a jerk about it. I'm just trying to give you a little perspective, okay? Like, these things are divinely timed, and it is for a purpose. It is for a reason. I want you to trust in that, and I want you to still know that there is hope, okay? Please don't give up hope. Please don't give up hope. I don't want you to like cling to it like a life raft or anything, but I want you to keep the doors open. Don't shut it down. All right. So let's move into wave 2 here. We've got patience, prosperity begins, movement, choices, decisions, and stand your ground. So yes, the seed has been planted. The relationship is growing. There is this opportunity not only for financial prosperity, but prosperity in your life, okay? Because you are an awakened divine feminine. Most of you are. I know that some of you are divine masculines, but most, like I'd say 99% of you are divine feminine. And, if you haven't been receiving any prosperity, then that's also something that you want to look at to clear. And I feel like I talked about that 3 or 4 weeks ago in terms of energy and money being a high vibrational energy. Okay, so if you have blocks against abundance, you still need to clear that, because abundance is here for you. There's prosperity in your love life too. Like, I'm sensing that some of you are really in a place of like satisfaction. Like, it's not like you're really longing for your twin, and it's not like you really gave up on it anymore, but you're just feeling really incredibly satisfied. And that's a beautiful space to be. If some of you are not in that in wave 2, like, I hope for you to get there, because that's where you want to be. It's so comfortable and soothing, and you just know that everything's happening exactly how it's supposed to be. And I know you bounce back and forth between like, okay, wait, is my twin still coming? And, oh, life is perfect. So movement, choices, and decisions. I'm sensing that there is this opportunity. And if you look at the card, like, one of the doorways is money, one of the doorways is wedding rings, and one of the doorways is nature with like earth energy, and then one is more like divine God energy with the clouds. And so, I see this plethora of opportunity being presented to you. And I also am feeling that some of you are kind of like, you know what? I'm over this twin flame thing. It's just causing me too much grief. I'm going to just like step into door number 2 or door number 1 or whatever, and what Spirit's telling me to tell you is to walk in all the doors. You can have them all. All right. You can have the money. You can have the love. You can have the connection to Spirit, divine Father, Sky, and you can also have connection to the earth, Mother Earth, right? But to like continue to realize that there's still lessons to be learned, that there's still an acclimation process happening for you, and to walk that path. And yes, they're saying like walk it alone. But walk it and find a tribe. I'm feeling like we're all finding each other. Like, all of us are finding each other and we're connecting. And to stand your ground. That is just reaffirmation to be like, I know, like Spirit's like, I know it seems hopeless right now. I know it does, especially when you're seeing wave 1, like in open lines of communication. Oh, well, you know what? That's just the way it is. And you cannot sit in a space of envy of that. You have to like just pretend like you don't know that that's happening, and to be like, I'm going to stand firm in this, because I know that my wave is the next wave and it's going to happen. And again, this is that balance of like trusting in the union and also doing your work and healing yourself, because you have more healing to do, period. I have healing to do still. Like, there's still healing to do. So if you're in a space of like, I'm healed, you're not. You're just not. Okay, so I'm going to move into wave 2, and then I'm going to do the Rumi cards. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm doing an abbreviated read. I'm not going to read that whole thing because it's just too much. It'll make this video way too long. But I'm going to read the key points, okay? And if you want to know more, get the deck. And not that I get any money from you buying the deck, but the deck is phenomenal. I say it's magical. Okay, wave 1. We've got accelerated motion, passion ignited, deception and envy, wisdom. Hell, Like accelerated motion, yes. Like I had this huge influx of orders coming in, this huge influx of energy coming in, this huge influx of like love pouring in. I just was like, I don't even know how to handle my life right now. So yes, we are being just rocketed forward. And that's not to say that the journey is over, because there's still more work to do. It's all about balance and stability. But yes, our passion is ignited. That heart fire, oh, it's just like blowing up. And and that heart fire is enormous, right? And so what we need to do right now is learn how to retract, okay? You can't be in this open, love, like forever expanding. Like we need to pull it in, reel it in, like set some boundaries, like create some stability in your life, and settle in for that final wash of fears, deception and envy. Final wash. I hate to use the word final, because nothing's final, but there's another clearing coming through. And you know what? I had that clearing today. I doubt that it's over. I'm pretty sure I'm going to deal with more. And for me, as somebody who's been celibate and single for a very long time, like in living on my own and being very independent, the idea of like kind of giving that up triggers stuff. And I don't like to just look at it as giving it up. I look at it as like something much more beautiful than that. But yeah, there is some fear attached to that. Now the deception and envy was a bigger trigger in terms of like, you're going to have people that if you're in communication with other people in the twin flame experience, and they're in wave 2 and you're in wave 1, you're going to be getting that. Okay. And it's not their fault. Like they want to love you and they want to be happy for you, but they can't help but feel a little envious. Good God, I would if I was in wave 2. And then the deception is more about like false perceptions being created from your mind. And the deception is very egoic based. And this is why it's super important to stay connected to spirit, because there's going to be a lot of illusion being weaved in through here. It's going to trigger more stuff for you in terms of this final sweep of fears. And that's what I wrote down. That's what spirit told me. Final sweep. Okay. And then we step into the wisdom. Yes, we are teachers. We are teachers of love. We are teachers of light. We are here to heal the planet. Good God. What a gift. Yeah. Okay. So Rumi card for wave 2 Rumi card 29. We're going to do this read. I'm going to read, this is the wrong book. Same author, wrong book. Card 29, I'm going to do the Rumi poem, and then I will abbreviate the very long reading, but we will do the sacred honoring ritual. Okay, Rumi poem, The Right Choice. Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has a vision. Not every sea contains pearls. Rumi. Within you, I recognize my most trusted friend. We go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We knew each other then, even before time was born. So I say, hello, my old friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love, for it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right is the moral sense. So much is On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here. Only the heart can speak such truths. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, fighting against the right choice, but eventually love will prevail and the way forward must be taken. I've got chills all over my body, you guys. The mind is going to trick you. That's why meditation is so important. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth, revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there is a more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants, to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and eagle deftness. Trust that if you're being drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, there is more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish, but you will be sheepish. But you will be sheepish soon when you realize the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. This is what I was saying. Like, I feel that wave 2, even though you're waiting longer, I feel like your rewards are going to be much more enormous, and I don't know what that is, and I'm a little jealous because I want to be in the enormous reward. I mean, we're all getting rewards, but I am interested to see. Okay, so turn the palms of your hand down towards the earth. I want straight arms down, reaching towards the earth. And I want you to say after me, with gratitude and trust, I release that which is not rightfully mine. Open your hands upward to the sky and say, I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now as I accept my rightful divine inheritance. Stand with your hands in prayer at your heart and say, I honor my heart wisdom. May my heart always be my leading light, showing me the way of grace. So be it. Take a breath in. Let it go. Bless it. Bless you. Bless you on your journey. Stay strong. Wave 2. Okay, wave 1, we have Layla, 34. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless, become mad, dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house, then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of the drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb and be a comb. Rumi. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me, then I can be rid of them like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely and just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt, finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire. What? Systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. But the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, and so intoxicated by love, your tongue will loll out of your mouth, and you'll drool like a bloodhound, and you won't care a hoot. Neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? Thank you for that. What was your job supposed to be again? I forget. Or how do you make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation, at the dinner table? Ah, well, you shall not be yourself anymore. You shall not be so appropriate or sociable. Well, that is a beautiful freaking message, and I am so grateful for it, because I've been feeling like I'm out of whack and like I need to get it together, and it's nice to know that I don't need to get it together. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you're being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Beautiful. I wish I could read the whole thing, but I'm not going to. I'm going to read it later. Sorry that I can't read the whole thing to you. I apologize. Sacred honoring ritual. Sit in a dark and quiet place if possible. Definitely not where I'm at right now. And repeat after me. I honor the darkness that serves all. We're starting over, sorry. I honor the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells with unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held. And in my darkness, the seed of new light takes root. So be it. Interesting that it's talking about the darkness, because I don't really feel that. But this is a projection for the week, so it kind of like is insinuating to me that deception and envy is going to kind of awaken some more dark energy, and that it's going to need to be healed and released. And yes, I know that I definitely, I would say on more than one occasion, I'd say most of the time, and I hate to be overly confident, so I'm not going to be, but I'd say 9 times out of 10, I experience these energy reads before I release them. And I feel that that's in purpose so that I can kind of like, delegate that information out to you. But I just want to leave that window open, that if you do enter in a space of darkness, maybe you get those open lines of communication and something comes up in you, or something happens to kind of cause disruption, to continue to trust in the union, and to continue to honor your connection to the divine. That's all for now. I love you all so much. Thank you again for watching the whole thing. I'm so grateful for you in this community. May you be blessed and love and light. Mwah.